Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to A Cup of Crafts. I've got a cup of coffee this morning, and we're going to get ready and get started on this journal, putting it together. I've decided to use this Aunt Lydia's crochet thread. It's a size number 3 to bind those signatures together. And this is brown, and I'll show you why I've chosen brown. I've got to get me another garbage can. I had one and it disappeared for another project. Anyway, so I talked to my daughter-in-law and she decided that she does want these two, one going in, one going in, one going out. So that's what we're gonna do, and we'll use this for something else probably. But she decided she wanted this one. So I've got to cut this big page down. And then the only material I could find was this for the wrap, the binding. What am I trying to think of? Anyway, I thought it went really well with this. You know, it kind of looks like vegetation. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's vegetation. And I thought it went okay with this. Better than anything else I could find anyway. I'll put it to you that way. All right, so let's cut this one down. And we're doing 8 by 6, wasn't it? Yep, 8 by 6. Okay, so where do we want this? This is the exact same one. Where do I get to line that up with that tree? That would give me a really good idea where I want this to land. If we put that right there. Okay. We're gonna cut it right there. And this is our 6-inch side. And then we took off a little bit on the top. How much did we take off? It was right about in there, I think. We'll just get close enough anyway. We'll cut it right there. That looks pretty good, actually. And then by 8. Okay. So we have our fairy going in and we have our fairy going out. And I think that's going to be super cute. Okay. I'm so sorry for the coughing. I apologize. I should have used my inhaler before I got on video, but we'll make do. All right. I decided I hadn't had enough coffee this morning. Had to have a second cup. Now, we want to back this with something. And I need a cereal box. And you guys, you know what? I had a cereal box, and I bet it got thrown away. Let me go hunt another one. Well, if nothing else, you guys, you should get a good laugh out of my videos, as many mistakes as I make. All right, this is a composition notebook, and I know that fits because I checked it. All right, so let's cut this little joker down. I'll cut that edge off. I'll cut that up in a minute. Let's put it this way. Go ahead and get our 6. And this will be nice and thick and sturdy. Boy, that does not want to cut. Try again. Still doesn't want to cut through that. Is it really that thick? Okay. There we go. See, that one almost cut. Almost. That's got to go. I don't want that on there. So, yeah, I can cut some more of that off. Okay. Now, let's do 6. I'm pushing down as hard as I can. It just doesn't hardly want to go through. And then we need 8. There we go. Where's my scissors at over here? Okay, now we have these, and I want to make sure that, I don't think it will though because it's dark paper, so it doesn't really matter, but I think I will go ahead and put it on this side. All right, where's my glue? We're putting this journal together today. We just had to wait for the decision to be made as to what papers she wanted to show up on the front and back. Yeah, that's the only good thing about that glue is you can move it around after you put it down. Okay, there's one. Set that aside to dry just a little bit. And this glue's not cheap either. I can't remember how much it was. You'll have to look it up. It's not real cheap. But it's growing on me. I didn't like it at all at first. But then the more I use it and the more I realize that it's easier to be able to move things around when you put them down, that's kind of pretty convenient because some glues, when you get them down, man, that's it. Once it's down, it's down. It ain't moving. Okay. But it almost moves a little too easy till it starts to dry. Okay. All right, we have going in and going out. It's going to go just like that. All right. While we're waiting on that to dry just a little bit, let's cut us a piece of material. And I think, let me see, since I put in 7 signatures, and I want it to fan open. Let's see, I want a little bit of a hem, and then I want it to come up about like that. So what do we have over here? Found my ruler, y'all. Look what I did. I put tape on that metric side so I can't use it no more because I'm a ding-a-ling. Okay. That's approximately 1.5 inches. And then So let's scoot that in a little more. Let's go 2 inches on each side and then 2 inches in the middle. Might not need that much. So that's 6 inches. 6 inches by 9 is what I want to cut. So, where are my good scissors? I think they're behind me. I need to move the drawer behind me to one further away. I have 4 dressers sitting behind me with craft supplies. And I think I just need to move those. Move one of them a little further away from me. So the drawer that I use the most is right behind my chair. So I can't pull it out. So if I move it over one, then I could get into it a little easier without moving my chair every doggone time. Okay, so I said 9, which is going to be right there. I'm going to have to cut this bottom off. Ain't got time for that. To right here. And then we will draw us a, what did I say, 6 inches? 6-inch line. I'll move that up a little bit, make it a little easier on myself. So we want a 6-inch line. There we go. And then from that, we want 9 inches. Draw me a line from here to here now. Okay. But yes, my little Chunky did have it in his room, the ruler, that is. Playing with it, measuring stuff. He sees his Gigi measuring stuff, so he has to measure stuff. Although he's not supposed to get my craft supplies. Now, my granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter, when she was littler, I had the craft room right where it's at now. And I had a drawer that was just for her and had all kinds of crafts in it that were solely hers and she could get into anytime she wanted to. But she wasn't allowed to use any of Gigi's crafts without asking or without supervision. So she would come in and her little drawer had things like safety scissors and pom-poms and, you know, just that kind of stuff. Construction paper, magic markers, crayons, glue, things that were safe for her to use. Okay. And then we're going to use our Fabri-Tac glue to hold that down. Put the lid on that quick because that stuff just volcanoes right out of that bottle. All right. Didn't look straight, but I guess it is. And I'm just creasing this down with my fingernail. It works. Beats the heck out of getting the iron out. Now, the first journal that I did on this video was the same kind of journal, but we had to do a little bit of sewing in it. Look at that stuff just volcano right out. Because I put envelopes in it. But this one's not going to have any envelopes, so it's going to be a lot quicker and a lot simpler. We're just going to throw a string around these signatures and tie a knot, and we'll be good to go. And I'm not going to do it backwards this time. Hallelujah. I love this stuff, but it is bad about volcanoing out. You cannot lay it down and leave the lid off of it. You'll have the biggest mess you ever seen in your life. So I only have one little gremlin today, and she's taking a nap right now. The other one is in daycare. But next week, I will have them both. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm a little worried about it. I'm going to be wore out. I didn't even try to go to work this morning because I was so tired. It's just from the weekend. I stayed home, stayed in bed. And it was going to rain anyway. And I just had a feeling that orders were not going to be any good. And sure enough, I was right. Orders were not good because I talked to my girlfriend and she said they were terrible. So I'm so glad I didn't go out, stayed home and got some rest. All right, that is ready to go. So we need our back cover. This one is the front one because she's flying into the journal, and this is the back one because she's flying out of the journal. So we're gonna flip it over. I'm so sorry, y'all. I want some more papers. Now, I'm going to set this aside. I'm pretty sure I don't have any papers like I did last time that were upside down, but I'm going to double check. These are correct. I really don't care too much about the order of the papers, but I'm going to switch them around just a little as we do it. And I want that one right there. Let's see. Cut down just a little bit because it really sticks out just a little too far. Just a little too far. Yeah. Okay. Let's cut that down just a little because it's a thicker piece too. Okay. Now then, let's make sure it goes in right side up. And this one is right side up. Right side up. Do I have anything else in here? I don't. Right side up. Right side up. All right, we're good to go. All right, so we'll use this one. It's our first one. And I have not put these papers in the order that I want them to go in. I think I'm going to swap that one there. Get that one there. And I'm going to cut that edge off right there a little bit. Oh, I can't see. Just make sure we don't go over. There we go. I like the looks of that better. And it's going to go down just like this. And that's why we turn them inside out. So if this is the first video you're watching, the reason I have the papers inside is because you're going to glue this down and then you're going to glue the next one onto this. So when you open it up, you want your pretty paper to show. You don't want to cover that up by gluing it down. All right, again, I'm going to use this glue. Actually, yeah, I want it to be able to. Okay. What am I doing? What am I doing? Do y'all realize what I'm doing? I haven't sewed these signatures together yet. I'm telling y'all, if nothing else, you'll get a good laugh out of my videos. So here I am trying to put them down. They're not even sewed together yet. That's all right. I got it. I got it. Oh, me. I've had a little bit of a tickle in my throat for a couple of days too. Just a dry throat. All right. We're going to give that one just for a minute to dry because that glue moves around. Let's do what we're supposed to do first, shall we? And sew these together. All right. I'm always getting ahead of myself. Is this the order that I want these in? Actually, yes, that looks pretty good. And all we have to do, since we don't have anything in here that's going to move on us and slide up and down like envelopes, then that leaves us the ability to just do a simple wraparound tie method. Not too terribly tight if you don't want the top of your journal to tear. Okay, and I'm going to tie a knot. Cut that off kind of short. Not too short because it's easier to... And I'm going to tape it because see how it's trying to pull over? So I want to put it in the center. Got that one a little bit too tight. That's okay. I thought I had my tape out. I guess I put it up. No, I gave that to the little monster man to tape something up. He said he wanted, here, he brought it back. He brought it back. But he had something he wanted to tape up. A bag or something. I don't remember what it was. That kid can think of more things to do than any kid I ever seen in my life. Ah. He is always finding something. Yesterday, while I'm working, he took a pool noodle. Well, he took a pool noodle. I should have took a picture of it. Well, actually, I think I did. Anyway, he took a pool noodle and took pencils, colored pencils, and poked those colored pencils all in that pool noodle, all the way around it. Why? I don't know. You'll have to ask the mind of the genius. I just don't know. All right. Is this one in the order that I want it to be in? Actually, that looks pretty good. I think I'm probably going to cut that off again also, but I will do that after I tie it on. This couldn't be easier, y'all. It's just so easy. Okay. Hardest part is tying it with one hand. It doesn't matter that I didn't come all the way down. I just mainly want to hold those strings down and kind of hold that in place a little bit. And then I'm going to cut this one right here off. It's sticking out a little bit. Okay, that one's ready. way that one's laid out. So, is this one long enough? See, 1, 2, maybe. Barely. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. I don't like making things this hard for myself, though. All right, we got it. Tight enough, tight enough. All right. She's really excited about this journal. Is that one upside down? Yes, it is. But she's into cottagecore, and she likes folklore and things like that too. Whoop. Okay. Is that not open? I got something stuck to my finger. It was not open. I'm trying to think of a story to tell y'all. I know there's plenty. Sometimes I'm so brain dead because of my fibromyalgia. Sometimes I can't even think of words that I need to use. I went to the doctor one time. I said, look, I think I have Alzheimer's. But this was, you know, in the early stages. I said, I think I have Alzheimer's. I said, I can't carry a conversation. And at that time, no kidding, it was really bad. I was really kind of scared. And so she gave me a test, and she said, you're fine. She said, it's your fibromyalgia. And she said, I want you to start taking fish oil. She said, she gives it to all her family, and it just makes a big difference. She said, she thought, in her opinion, that everybody should take it. So I said, okay, I'll try it. And sure enough, y'all, it really helped me. But it was so bad there for a while. I was really and truly scared. So now it's mostly just words once in a while that I can't come up with. She doesn't know yet what papers I've put in here for her. She doesn't know that I've put in watercolor paper and drawing paper. So I think she'll really like it. I made her another one for her birthday. And the little turd hasn't used it yet. All right, 2 more to go. Let's try not to waste so much this time, shall we? Shall I? I'm the one that's being wasteful. Okay, everything's right side up and in a good order. Yep. Okay. So if you don't like to sew, this is the journal for you, because All you do is wrap a string around these signatures and tie a knot. That's all you have to do. And this is optional. I put it down because I don't like for my strings to move, because they tend to want to roll away. And none of this is going to show. So if you don't, you know, like I wrinkled it right there, it's not going to show. So don't worry about that. Now then, let's go back to that one that we glued down before we even bound the pieces together. Okay, we're done with that. I am so hot, and I don't know why, because usually I'm always freezing to death. But since I have gotten up this morning, I have been hot. Okay, now we've got just a little bit of a problem because I can't go on the other side because my cover is in the way, but I can get it a little bit. And I can still get it just close enough where it's going to hold that string in place. We could have done it on this side. This is for watercolor paper though, so I'm not going to do it on that side. All right. Okay, so that's our back. And look, it's upside down. How did I manage to do that? Just tell me how. Just tell me how I managed to do that. I just don't know how I managed to do such stupid stuff all the time. And here lately it just seems really bad. And I have no more paper. So if I can't get this off, I don't have another piece of that. All right. I'm not going to have it upside down. Okay, so we've torn that piece right there. I'm going to show you how to fix it. If you do something dumb like I'm always doing, mind you, let me get up and get me a piece of paper. I'm going to use up this brown piece, I think. Do I want to do that? Or just put something cute down there? You know, I might just put something cute down there. What could I do? Think. No. Actually, you know what I think I'll do? I'll make a pocket. Let me show you how we're going to do it. I'm going to cut me off a piece. About like that out of this. And then we need it 6 inches, right? I'm going to go right there. Which side do I want? I think I'll use that side. And I'm gonna glue that. I need a little more cut off because it's hanging over. And I want to cut off this end. Now, how did I cut it too short? Do I have the wrong piece? Okay, let's put it in here and then we'll cut it. All right, I'm gonna take this. And I'm gonna put it right here. Okay, now we have a pocket, right? Because this is the side that's gonna get glued. And we're gonna do it right this time. Oh, and by the way, you don't wanna come all the way over here to the edge. You wanna stay about half an inch away. Oh, this glue, one thing about it, I just found out how good this glue holds once it does hold, right? And it wasn't completely dry yet. All right, let's make sure this time. That's right side up. That's right side up, but this is the back. And it's going that way, okay. Now let's do this again. Is that not? Oh, okay, that's the book. Slide that to the edge a little. Make sure we've got it right. No, that's what I was doing, y'all. No, I did have it right. I'll get it in a second. Is the paper? Okay, now I've got it. I've got it. I've got it. Yes, okay. Now I've got to get rid of that because I've got glue all over it. Hold on just a minute, please. Oh my goodness, if she'd have woke that baby up. Okay, now we've got to do another one real quick. That's the front. Okay. It goes like this. I don't know why I was having so much trouble with that back. Jill, if you wake that baby up, you're going to go to your room, go to bed. All right, let's make sure we've got it right. Right side up, right side up. There's the back. Okay. We're on a roll. Jilliana, I said no. Okay. Right side up, right side up. Remember not to go all the way to the edge. You want to leave about a half an inch. This glue doesn't come out very fast, which is nice, actually. It was the mailman that come that she's barking at, and that's her favorite person in the whole wide world to bark at. But I don't want the baby to wake up just yet. I at least want to get this journal put together, right? Or this part of it anyway. All right. Turn that over. Okay. What kind of books do y'all read? I like psychological thrillers. An occasional romance. I used to read nothing but romance when I was younger. But I don't read romance anymore. I like psychological thrillers. But here's the thing. I want to know, I mean, I enjoy the book, the shock of it and all that. But when it comes to serial killers, I'm interested more in why and how they became what they are than what they did. I don't care. I don't know. I just really don't want to know what they did. But I do want to know why and how they became what possessed them. Was it something bad in their childhood, or did they have an injury, a fall, a bump to the head? What caused them to behave that way? Well, Netflix had a documentary, and I would give anything if I could find that again, but I have not been able to find it because I want my daughter-in-law to see it because she's into those books too. And they were talking about their brains are definitely different than ours. There's something, oh, I shouldn't even try to tell you about it because I don't know, but there's a little bitty something at the base of the brain. It's called something, I don't know what, that is smaller than ours and sometimes just practically non-existent. And it was very, very interesting documentary. And I really want to find it again. I would like to see it again, and I want my daughter-in-law to see it. But recently, so I also like, oh, I knew I wouldn't be able to think of her name. Oh, what is her name? Books that are just kind of psychological, why people do the things they do. Just life, general life, not murder, mystery, horror, nothing like that, just everyday life. There's a show called The Judge, and it's why the father, his son, I don't want to give it away because you might want to watch it. The son kills somebody, and it's the decisions that the father makes. And it's really good. It's on Netflix. It's called The Judge. You might like it. Let me get a drink. But I like that too. But what I'm reading right now shocks everybody. Because I told my son, I sent him a text message. He reads sci-fi. And that's all he reads is sci-fi. And he has all ever since he was a kid. And I said, David, I said, why do you read sci-fi? I said, sell it to me in one paragraph. So he did. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. So he kind of sold it to me. And I said, all right. I said, what would you suggest the first book I read? Because I do not like sci-fi. I never have. I don't care for Star Wars. I kind of like Star Trek a little bit. But mostly I just don't care for sci-fi at all. So I said, okay, what book should I read first if I'm going to read one? And so he told me the Annihilation series. And I forget who writes it. I'll have to look it up. Or I'll put it in the video up here. I'm really good at getting texts and videos. So I looked it up and I read it. And it was so good. It's kind of love story involved in it too. But I actually enjoyed the fighting. The warships fighting for their planet, I'm shocked, but it was good. I really enjoyed it. In fact, I enjoyed it so much that I downloaded the second book. And I read it. I downloaded the third book. So that's where I'm at right now, is on the third book. And I really like it. So I might have to ask him to suggest another one. Okay. Now, because this is accordion style like this, until it dries, it kind of pulls away a little bit too far. So I want to stick something on that after I get the cover on. So let's get the cover on. And then I'm going to put something heavy on it. to hold it just for a few minutes. I just love these journals, doing them this way, because they open up so flat and it makes it so easy to write on. And especially if she's going to be watercoloring in it, it'll open up nice and flat to lay out for her to watercolor in. I really like this. What did I say it was? This board that I cut. It's nice and hard. I like it. So why don't we put this on top of this for just a moment or two to hold it down. And let me find the lid to this and put this on here. Push some of this stuff over, put my yarn back. Get a drink of coffee, so have a sip with me. And let's find something else to do while we're waiting on this to dry just a little bit. Here is our, you know, if I was doing the sewing journal and I was doing it over, I would do some hand stitching around this. That would be really cute. Now, do I want lace on this journal? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Would lace look good? Let's just see if it would or not. Sometimes I have to just try something. I can't see it in my head. For example, I am really good at drawing, but, all right, I used to be really good. I'm not as good anymore. But I can't see anything out of my head. I have to see a picture of it. So if you asked me to draw a dog or a deer or something, I couldn't do it. But if I see a picture of it, if you've got a picture laying right here, I can draw it. I don't think I want any lace on this cover. You know what I would like to have? There's some gold leaves. But if I wanted to do that, I would have to order them because I don't have any. Something else that would be cute is some crocheted lace out of that berry color we just put up. Something like this. That would be really cute, y'all. Let me see something real quick. Let's see if I have a crochet needle in here. I gotta get this fuzz out of here. So, y'all wasn't expecting a crochet video, were you? If I did something like this. Almost done here. We're going to see what it looks like. If I did something like this and put it right along the edge, I think that would look really cute, don't you? I like that, and it's gold. That would be super cute. Or, I wonder if I have any gold metallic paper. There is a book over here that's got some glitter paper in it. Let's see if it has anything that we could use. It has this. Because the only thing about the crochet, I really like it, but it's going to be bulky under there. So then I would have to put it on top, and I don't think I would like it on top. So let's abandon that idea. Let me zip this back up so I don't wind up losing every needle I have around the floor for the baby to find. But we could do just a little sliver of gold on that would be really, really pretty, because fairies like shiny things, right? They do, they do. Let's put a little sliver of this on here. Let's see if this is dried enough. And let's see how far we want this to come over. I want it to come to about right there. But if we're going to put the gold in, we need to knock it back to about right there. Yeah, I think so. And then that's going to leave us 5/8. And then we want it to come, we don't even have to cut a piece that, we could just cut a 1/2 inch piece and make it stick out. Let's just cut a 1/2 inch piece. How do I want to do this? Or I'll just go ahead and do 2 1-inch pieces. And we need it 8 inches long. Okay. One-inch piece. Long. All right, we got our 2 pieces. Gonna lay this down here. We might wind up using that again. Bring this back over. That's gonna go about right there. So we're gonna put it about right there. And I'm gonna mark that outside edge where I want it. Get my glue. Maybe this glue is starting to stop up or something, because it's getting harder and harder to come out. All right. Right there. All right. Let's turn it over and do the other piece, which is all right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to stick a needle down in here. Okay. Bring it back over. And then we're gonna glue this down. With just a little bit of that gold showing. I am planning on, I want something to clean this with. I'm planning on making a real pretty tassel for this. And one of the things I want on the tassel that hangs on the outside of the journal is a skeleton key, because we have skeleton key paper in the journal, right? So I want to make a pretty tassel with some beads and lace and whatnot, and a skeleton key. Well, I can't see that so good after all, like that. Let me turn it back around. It's perfecto. Perfecto. All right, let's pull this back a little. Put some more of this glue under here. And I'm going to smooth this out so that it doesn't make a bump underneath the material. There's that little piece of paper I had. I need to wipe my finger off. I want to put me a roll of paper towels underneath the table on a paper towel roll thing so that it's handy all the time. So I can grab me one or fix me some baby wipes that I can pull. All right, now here's the trick to this spine. You see how it's accordion? All right, you don't want to squeeze that shut and put your material around it tightly. You want that accordion. You want it loose, because if you squeeze it shut, then it's going to be like any other journal. It's not going to open up as good. You want it to open up completely flat like this. So you need that loose accordion. So we're going to take this and we're just going to flop it over, let it land where it wants to lay it down. And look, I put that on the wrong dadgum side. How do I always do that? How do I always do stupid stuff? We're going to make it work. Look, I did that on purpose. Don't you know? Don't you know? All right, since we changed the front of it, this is too wide, so I'm going to have to cut it off. Scissors go. I'm going to cut it off about right here, and I'm going to eyeball it. I will make this work, I promise. I don't know what's wrong with me lately. I've just been really bad. I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm in a flare, and I think that's why I'm being so scatterbrained. So y'all bear with me, because I have days where it's a lot better and I'm sharp as a tack. And then there's days like I've been in lately that I just can't do nothing right. And if you're looking back on the videos and you're thinking, well, you've been doing this for a month. No, I haven't. I have been doing video after video every day lately. And I'm trying to get ahead on videos so that I don't get behind, because I want to release a video every Sunday and Thursday. Okay, where do I want that to come? Right there. But since I'm working and watching the kids, I'm trying to get a few videos ahead. So I've been doing this every day for a week now. And yes, I think I'm in a flare because I've just been really scatterbrained, and I have been in a lot of pain lately. All right, so that's okay. We have that, and then we have that, and we're going to make this look pretty. So I think what I'll do, I will do to make it look like I did it on purpose. But here's the thing. If I leave this stuff in, then it helps other people realize that they don't have to be perfect, that it's okay to make mistakes. And it's not going to be the first time you see me make mistakes. I'm going to be in a flare more often than this, I promise you. But then you'll see me some days where, like I said, I'm sharp as a tack when it comes to just about anything. And then there's days when I'm like I have been this past week, or in your case, the past month and a half of videos. And I'm going to eyeball this again because I think I can. Oh, yeah. Okay. We're going to fold this down. Trying to hurry. I know better than to do that though, don't I? We all know I make more mistakes when I hurry. And yes, I'm doing this different than I did the front. I'm doing the ends first, but that I don't think that matters. I didn't even think that needs to be. Get this over here. Guess I didn't measure it first. Oh, wow, I couldn't have done that again. My life depended on it. Okay. Well, when you want this glue to come out, and when you don't want it to come out, it boils over. All right, let's see this journal. Okay, we're gonna put that down right there. I don't think it's gonna matter on the inside. Let me see real quick. I'll just do that. It will look fine by the time I'm done with it. Should have done this side first, because otherwise. All right. I'm gonna stick this off the edge over here for just a minute, y'all. Not sure if you can see it or not, but I wanted to. Okay. And then we're gonna. Good enough. Now looky there. That looks fine. That looks fine. That piece of material is wrinkled. That's the back. That's the front. Now that looks fine. Look how many mistakes we made and fixed today. I put this on the wrong side, the gold on the wrong side. It looks fine. We had to tear off that back cover because we got it on upside down. Look, you can't tell it that I tore it off at all. And then that piece right there that was torn, we're gonna make a pocket out of that. Look at there, we made a pocket out of it. You can't tell I messed it up. You can't tell it on that side, although I do want to trim that off right there. Is this dry yet? I want to trim that off. Where's my ruler? I don't like that white sticking out against that dark. That didn't come off up there. There we go. That looks better. So see, don't be scared to make mistakes. Now, you know what would be cute? And then we're gonna end this video for today. I have some book corners. What did I do with them? What did I do with them? I bought them. Where did I put them? They just came in the mail the other day. There's some material that needs to come out. It's not in here. Let me see if they're in this drawer behind me real quick. Yeah, I think I'm going to move this dresser down one, y'all. Here they are. So that that particular drawer is not right behind me all the time. Because that's a pain to have to move my chair every time to open it up. All right. Now, of course, we have to have gold, right? Let's see, can we put that over material? Because on this side, we have that, and it's pretty thick. Can we get that in there? I think we can. All right, we will get 4 of those out. This journal is turning out pretty, isn't it? Now, I have some pliers behind me and this cute little munchkin box. Can y'all see that? It came with donuts in it from Dunkin' Donuts. Cute, huh? And I used it to put all my pliers in. So what we need out of here is these. And we're just I'm gonna put some glue in there, I think. Let's put some, what kind of glue do I want? I'm gonna put some of this glue in here because it's thinner and easier to come out. All right. And we're gonna stick it right on the edge there. Stick it in there nice and snug. And I want to put something over that so that I need a little piece of material so I don't scratch the finish, you know. Is that on there good? All right. Yeah, look there, that looks good. And then this material really helped keep it from scratching it up so bad or making dents in it. Let's put some more glue in here. Seem to be using this glue an awful lot for considering that it wasn't my favorite, huh? It just might turn into my favorite yet. All right, look how cute. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this journal. I didn't think I was gonna like this. I'll have to be honest with you. I didn't think I was gonna like it because I didn't really care for the paper, but I am liking it more and more. And I'll tell you what I wish I had, and I'm gonna find me some. I'm gonna find me a little bit of glitter to put around her wings. You know those little glitter pins? I'm gonna get some. I used to have all that, doggone it. And I want to make her glitter a little bit. I'm gonna make her glitter a little bit, I think. All right, let's get these back ones on. These might be a little bit harder because of this fabric. It's a little thick. Yeah, no, there we go. There we go. It's going, it's going. All right, put this over here. I have to hold that a little bit tighter. open that up. Oh, I didn't catch that material real good, y'all. Can I open that back up? What have I got that I can open that back up with? Can you tell it's not got the material caught really good? So I want to get in there and try to open that back up. There we go. And then shove that material under there. Let's open it up a little more instead of struggling. All right, now we got the material in there. Let's see if we can push that up a little bit. It's pretty thick. It doesn't want to cooperate. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to... All right. It's not perfect, but it's not bad either. Let's see how we can get along with the last one here. All right, let's turn it over and see if we caught that. No, it's hard to catch that material on this side. Let's try to slide it a different way. Let's try to slide it this way. There we go, I think. What's this side look like? And see, then it didn't want to catch this side, and it has to catch this side. All right, let's open these up a little bit. Let me put some more glue on here. All right, try again. I think it's this side that I'm having trouble with. Okay. All right, I think we got it. Looky, looky, looky. Looky cookie. That's so pretty, y'all. I love it. I love it. I wonder... Now I can't even get my drawer open. Something's stuck in it. Listen. Dressers make a really good craft supply storage. And so I ordered 4 of them for back here. I don't have anything. I have blue, have purple, pink, orange, yellow. Do I want yellow? I really don't think I do. It's not even punched out. But anyway, I ordered these 4 dressers. Why isn't that stuff coming out? Is it? There we go. If we scattered that around, would it show? That's not bad. It's not a bright yellow like it is in the bottle. It's not like that. But I don't know if I want it or if I just want it right on the wings. Some of you are cringing. I can just feel it through the video. You're cringing because I'm using glitter. What do you think? Yeah? I think so. I think so. I wish it was gold and not yellow, but you know, we're gonna scoot that glitter back, and this is what I'm gonna do. I'm scoot it back, and right where her wings are, I'm gonna put just the tiniest bit of glue. I know some of you do not like glitter. I know what a pest it is. And then I'm going to shake it into that glitter. Look. Look. Oh my goodness. Is that not pretty? Where's the camera? There. Isn't that pretty? Can you see it? You know my light's not on. Hold on. Let me see if I turn my light on. Man, I forgot to turn my light on. I hope this video's not too dark for y'all. Doggone. Can't believe I forgot to turn the light on. All right, can you see the glitter? I hope you can see it on camera. It's just a little touch, and it's so pretty. So when this dries, I'm going to flip it over and do the other side just like it. Now that you've got light on the video, what do y'all think? Pretty? Pretty? And look, it lays completely flat. I love it. I love it a lot more than I thought I would. This piece of paper right here is bothering me. It's the watercolor paper, and if you can see, it's sticking out just a little, so I'm going to cut that off. But I want to wait until that dries first, and then I'll cut it off. So we're going to end the video here. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll join the family and come along with me. I didn't really tell a good story today. Nothing popped in my head today, but usually I try to tell a story and craft and have a cup of coffee with you guys, which, by the way, mine's getting cold. But anyway, the next one we do, the next video, we will start decorating and putting in pockets and tags and making ephemera and stuff. And that might be a two-part video because I want to really make it look nice. Now, look here. I saw these, but they're not gold. They're silver. Can I paint them gold? Oh my gosh, I just got this idea. Look, let's try it really, really quick. So I don't want these silver ones on here, but what if I can turn them gold? What if? Will yellow make silver gold? Nope, makes it orange. All right, I've got a yellow pen. Looky there. So what we could do I want to put C for her last name, or a B and a C, or E and a C? We'll put an E. Looky there, we're turning this silver gold. And then it'll have her initials on it. Is that a C or a G? That's a C. I've got it upside down. So now you know what to do if you have silver letters and you want to make them gold. Bring that book back over here. We may not like this. We may not want to do this. I'm just going to put it on here and see. Oh, I know I'm going to want to. Oh, yeah. Look, y'all. I'll have to glue them down because they're not sticking. That's so pretty. That's her initials. That's gorgeous. I'm going to do it. Do we want to offset them a little bit? We could put them over here in this corner. I like to offset things like that right there. I think that's pretty. Let's do it. And then we're going to call this video good. They're real flimsy little things. Oh, I need some tweezers. Need some tweezers. Well, that glue's going to come in real handy with this. Okay. Let's get this E on here. But yes, the next video we'll start decorating and making ephemera. I hope you'll join me. And I'm trying to release videos. That's something else I wanted to tell you. I don't know if I've told you yet or not. But I'm trying to release videos on Sundays and Thursdays because I kind of thought that would be a good time. Most people don't work on Sundays. Well, I'm just trying to release mine on Sundays. I'm not working on Sundays. But I get online a lot. I watch YouTube to fall asleep at night. And that looks crooked to me. Does it to y'all? There we go. And then that one. Okay, there we go. I like that better. So I get on there, and on Sundays, nobody's posted anything. It's like Sunday is taboo or something. So that's why I'm releasing my videos on Sundays. So if you don't have anything else to watch on Sundays, you can check my videos out, okay? I'm still not sure if that's straight. There. Okay. So let me know what you think in the comments. I like it a lot more than I thought I would. I think that my daughter-in-law is going to absolutely love it. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.